All right. Okay. Let's see. Already. Please don't have the problem already. Well, for anybody watching this, maybe later, I have not totally disappeared, but sometimes I can't go live. They won't let me go. And sometimes it's probably my internet, sometimes it's YouTube. But as of the 18th, next week, I should be getting a phone call to set up my new internet with TDS, and it will be fiber optic, and I guess it works better. Hi, Steph. How are you? What's with the crown number one? That's kind of cool. It's alongside your name. It looks like a little crown, number one, and it's purple. Cool, you got a notification. I'm good. It's just that sometimes my live, I can't go live. It's like they say it's not my internet. They say it's my equipment, and I'm like, I don't. Yeah, it's like frustrating. So I haven't tried. I tried one day last week, and I got this spin, spin, spin. So I gave up. Oh, that's kind of cool. That must be new. Can you tell? I've been busy. I've been babysitting. I'll show you. Um, Diamond was on vacation for the last since the 28th of July. Or wait a minute, I'm in June. Wow, I need to be in July. Okay, since the 28th of July or June, I've been babysitting. Um, their their furry baby, my grandbaby furry, as I call him. He's a four-legged grandchild. Look at it. It's Mr. Zeus. He's a husky with shepherd mix. We've been doing all sorts of stuff. Oh, that's what I forgot. I will be right back because I'll show you what I did this week. And then I'll share the items I got. Stay there, Zeus. Stay. Okay. I'm sorry. I just thought of something. I'd share it with you. Hi, Bila. So I've had Diamond's furry baby for God since the 28th. I tell you, I forgot how it is to have a dog. I got flying squirrels. It's hard to see, but that's a flying squirrel right there. On my feeders, my front feeder. Yeah. See, he's a big boy. He's a big baby. But I feel like I have that toddler. And then I brushed him. Oh my God. His winter coat. Look at that pile. I couldn't get over how much came off him. It was like crazy. That's my weather last week. Me and Diamond were sending weather. But isn't he pretty? There that is. There's my boy. But this week, let's see, where did I take that picture here? Um, but I tell you, I'm not used to having a dog, that's for sure. It's been 10 years. No. Yeah, no. How old's Allie? Allie's going to be 15. So 13 years since I had a dog. That's how long it's been since I've had a dog. I love having them here, but I said to Scott, um, for us to get away on a weekend, I'd have to find a babysitter. I mean, if we had a dog, because I'm like, I'm kind of thinking about it. And then Scott's like, nope. But I've got Xavier's behind us. Nope. But this is what I did this week. So this is my front sidewalk. That's how my sidewalk looks from coming into my house. So I was staring at it the other day and I was like, I want to do something. So I did this. I stenciled my walkway in green and yellow as for Packers. That's what I did. And I took, you ready for this one? I did it Monday and Scott just noticed it yesterday. It was funny. But so my neighbor's friend she's going through her craft stuff. She's going through her craft room, which I look around and think I should do the same thing, except then somebody offers me free stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take that. So there's little sleds. Aren't they cute? So she had them. It's not the Rubbermaid that's in. She wanted that back. But look at. So I have an idea for these already. Of course, I got the big ones. I'm going to make great pallets. But these little ones, I'm thinking I'm going to see if I can glue like a picture on them and maybe put a magnet on the backside and make some magnets. I just have to do some research if I have to like sand this up a little bit. But look at all them. So I think they're cool. So that was in there. I knew about this. Now the stuff. Oh, and I took these. She was just gonna burn. She was just gonna throw them away. Not these. These. So there's a whole stack. So there's that one. They're a cupboard store. That one. And that one. And this one. And then she started this with the dots. I think she was going to do the flag. But she was going to just throw these away. And there's this one too. I mean, these are solid. I'm seeing mixed media on them. That's what I'm seeing. So, but this is what she had these for. She had all them to put these on. This, yeah, and I dropped one. So don't mind the hair if you see the hair, because I dropped one in the middle of my kitchen and I had to pick up 100 of these. Like mosaic stones, I guess they're called. And she has more. She already told Jackie that she's going to get me more, because the thing is, as I was going to go, I haven't did it. I was going to order some thing on this line. I'm going to wait, because she said she has more. So I'm hoping maybe we get some more red. But the reason I wanted some is, I don't even know where she got these. I should have asked Jackie to ask her. I like these containers, though. I don't have to give the containers back, because I always say that. You want your containers? I'll find some to give me a few days. I'll find some to put them in, because I know these little containers can be pricey. And she was like, nope, you can keep them. I'm like, okay, thank you. That was kind of cool of her. But the reason I wanted these mosaic stones, I thought they were glass. These aren't glass. I don't think so, because when I was picking them up, oh, maybe they are. Well, no, I think they're like a plastic. I don't know. But either way, don't matter to me. The reason I wanted them is for this. Except I can't do it yet. Okay. Decorate. See, I got a couple resin. That's what I was thinking, they were resin. See, what I do is I plug the holes with corks. And I've got a few of these already in my yard. And I did one with buttons. I did one with gemstones. Did two with them. With the stones like from Dollar Tree. Those, I call them aquarium stones. the glass ones. And I did one with buttons all over it. Well, this one, I laughed. My friend put a word out. My neighbor put a word out that I wanted bowling balls, and I ended up with 4. 2 I got off the curb though, and some friend of hers had 2. So this one's really light, and I don't. So because I always ask Sam, if he wants a bowling ball before I use it, because him and the kids go bowling. Well, this one is really light, and I have to wait for Coda to come back, which they are in Minnesota. Diamond went out to South Dakota, Wyoming, and they're in Minneapolis, coming home right now. It was a trip to remember, that's for sure, because Sam ended up in the hospital for 3 days. He went in one day, they were at a campsite, and he kept telling Diamond, I just don't feel good. I just don't feel good. And Diamond's like, quit being a baby. They were on vacation. They were out in South Dakota. And so he went to the fast clinic or whatever clinic, and they said he had strep throat. So they gave him an antibiotic and a shot. That's all I know. Don't ask me what type of shot, because I don't know. But, and he said he fits, and they told him, they knew he wasn't from South Dakota. He was on the Reds anyway, so it's free. And because he Googled where the Reds clinic was, or Native American clinic. So, because he can go to anyone, even in any state. So, and so can Diamond, because she works for the reservation up here now. That's where. So back to Sam. So he goes back to campsite, and he slept really good that night. He said for the first time. So they go to somewhere, and he says to Diamond, "Can we just go back to the camp? I'm not feeling good." And so Diamond gets upset again, because it's after he went in and got the antibiotic, blah, blah, blah. She says she went for a walk and sat underneath a tree and was like, trying to calm down, because she's in South Dakota. They're on vacation. They're not supposed to be spending their time in a camp sleeping during the day. That's what Sam wanted to do. He just wanted to go to bed. So she comes back to the camp. Riley says, Mom, can I go swimming? Because there's a big swimming pool. And Diamond says, ask your dad to take you. I'm going to go do my homework, because she had homework. Because she's doing her master's right now when the class started. So she got approved to do it online until she gets back from vacation. So she started doing that. And she said 45 minutes. Sam comes back, and she's like, that's all you're doing is 45 minutes with the girls in the pool? She was ready to let loose. And he's like, Diamond, I think I'm having a heart attack. And she said they went in a car, got back to this clinic, because she, Scott had a heart attack 2 years ago, so she knows. So they get to the clinic, they check him out. She calls me just in the bathroom, and it's echoing, and she's crying. She's upset that I had to yell at her. I'm like, Diamond, shut the F up. Take deep breaths. I couldn't understand her, because she was hysterical. So finally, I get her calmed down. I only can imagine if somebody else was in the bathroom, but I think if they saw her leaning against the wall, they would have been like, okay, let's, So she finally tells me what's going on. I'm like, do you know for sure? And she's like, no. They just hauled him in a room, and I told him I had to go to the bathroom. So I called you. And I'm like, oh my God, what if this is true? How am I going to get to South Dakota? Because you know what, dummy Tina here forgot to get to motor vehicle department to get that little thing on her license. So I actually went and I have an appointment on next Tuesday. But when I made the appointment, because I went in, wanted to do it, I had to make an appointment. And a lady said if I came in like that Thursday, because this was Wednesday last week, if I came in that Thursday and told them what was going on, they would have rushed me. I'm like, okay. But Scott did. Scott has the little star thing for flying or whatever you need that for. I don't get it, but whatever. So I'm thinking, oh God. And she went out to go see her biological father, Scott is not Diamond's biological father, but Scott has raised her since she was a year old. He's in Wyoming. He's only 2.5 hours away from where Diamond is. So I'm like, okay. I said to her, I said, Diamond, if this is true, I think you need to call Pete. That's his name. He's only 2 hours away. I can't help her. I don't know anybody in South Dakota. So she hangs up with me. I go on Facebook, get a hold of her, and then I was going to go on Facebook, get a hold of her biological father's girlfriend, which I know she commented on a post of Diamond's because I know her name. Except then Diamond called me back because I was outside. She called me back within 7 minutes. He didn't have a heart attack. Thank God. But he had a walking pneumonia. They think it came because the altitude is different. I think that's what they call it, altitude. Because we're from Wisconsin, and I don't remember. I think you guys know what I mean. The being high or low or whatever. I don't get it. But yep, that's what Sam had. So he ended up in the hospital for 3 days of their vacation out in South Dakota. And Diamond's campsite was only good until Thursday morning. This happened Wednesday. Because they were headed to another campsite 2.5 hours away in Wyoming to meet up with her biological dad. So her and Sosalia packed up the camp, drove, because it's 4th of July weekend. They didn't have one opening at the campsite in South Dakota just to stay where they were until Sam got out of the hospital. So she had to pack up the campsite and then drive the 2.5 hours away, get the campsite they already had reserved. And then on Friday, go back and pick up Sam. But, yeah, what a vacation, hey? And now she tells me, because I have Zeus, good dog.